Today is your first YouTube science class. Now, we had just finished up doing soil. You guys were working on sort of your final project dealing with either the dump problem or the other problem that I can't remember because none of you chose it. You all chose the dump. That project, I think it looks like we won't be finishing it, sadly. I had been seeing the work you guys were doing and you were doing a wonderful job. I can tell that you understand the importance of healthy soil. And now we're going to go from that over to healthy plants. Because if we understand that we need healthy soil, now we can take a look at how plants grow and what their parts are. And I usually do this one in the spring because there's so much opportunity for us to go outside and look at plants, and you might even have a garden or somewhere where you can plant seeds. I would highly encourage you to do that if you're able to. We would have been planting seeds in class together, and I sadly can't send you all seeds, but hopefully you'll be able to get outside and plant something and watch it grow. Even if you didn't plant it, go outside and look at the things that are sprouting and just keep an eye on it. Today we're going to start taking a look at the 4 major parts of a plant. Now you have your sheet, it looks like this, and you have spaces where you're going to be able to write down the names of these 4 parts. There's also going to be a definition, so I'm going to have the definition down here for you, and unlike in class where I sort of wait around for you to copy down definitions off of the board, you can pause this video and you can copy down these definitions. So let's get started with the top of the plant. So at the top we have the flower. And the flower is the part of the plant that makes seeds. So we know that plants need seeds if they're going to continue to survive. If we want more plants, we need more seeds. So the flower makes seeds. Let's go down a little bit, and we have the long part of the plant. This is usually the biggest part. On a tree, it's the tree trunk, and we call it the stem. Yeah, even a tree trunk would be considered a stem because the stem is the part of the plant that holds the plant up and carries water and nutrients from the roots to the leaves. So the stem is almost like a highway taking all of the good things in the soil, the water and the nutrients, and pulling them up out to the leaves. That's what the stem is for. Now let's talk about leaves. A leaf is a part of the plant where food for the plant is made from sunlight and chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is the green stuff in the leaf that traps light from the sun and is able to make food for the plant. Some of you might be saying, wait a minute, but why then do there need to be nutrients in the soil? That's a really good question. So plant food still comes from the leaves and from sunshine. So the plant can get all of its energy to grow from its leaves, making food through chlorophyll. But there's still important nutrients that a plant needs to do other things that it gets from the soil. And some of those nutrients are almost like trapped in the leaves, and then when we pick that leaf, maybe it's lettuce, and we eat it, then those nutrients end up inside of us. So a plant can survive without nutrients, but nutrients help it stay very healthy. Kind of the same as us, right? If I were to eat Twinkies all day long, it's probably not going to kill me immediately, but I'm not going to be the healthiest version of myself that I can be. I need to make sure I'm eating some nutrients. All right, let's look at the last one, the one at the very bottom, the roots. So the roots are the part of a plant that holds the plant in the ground, and we've also learned that roots can hold soil in, so they're really helpful for good soil. They also absorb the water and nutrients, and they can store food. So roots take all of the good things from the soil and suck them up, send them up through the stem to the leaves, and then the flower makes seeds. Once you have your sheet filled out, here's what I want to encourage you to do this week. I want you to go outside. Find a plant. Find more than one plant. Take a look at a tree. See if you can see the leaves, the stem. Can you see any of the roots? Can you see any flowers? Depending on the tree and exactly when you're doing this, you might see some flowers. Can you find a small plant? Can you find a small plant that you're allowed to pick out of the ground to see the roots? Now, check with your parents first. Don't be pulling out gardens. Don't be taking out beautiful flowers. But maybe if you find a weed, it's gonna have roots. I'd love for you to take a look at the roots of something. Did you know there's two different kinds of roots? There are roots that go straight down, and then there's roots that spread out. We'll learn a little bit more about that later on. For today, go and explore.